The following podcast is recommended for mature audiences only. The following podcast is recommended for adults only. Maturity is not a requirement.
Hello and welcome to episode 72 of Dear Download, a podcast about Download Festival, music and the industry, and all other aspects related to rock and heavy metal. This episode is our fourth episode in our countdown to the Download mini-series, I guess. We've done the Friday, we've done the Saturday, we've done the Sunday, so this episode is about everything else that's going on over the weekend in the District X, in the ROP on the Courtyard stage. There might be something we might be looking forward to doing on the ROP Courtyard stage. Yeah, everything else that we can think of over the weekend. I'm Adam, and as always, I'm here with Simon. How you doing, my man?
Hello, and good day to you, my man.
Good.
Right?
Yeah, very good, thank you. We do also have another one of my men. I don't know. And it and it is Simon's brother, Adam.
Hello, how are you doing?
Adam. Yeah, very good, thank you. Jumped the gun.
How are you doing?
Hi. Be careful with that. We can do it at any point.
One of Simon's intros.
How's that?
Good, yes. So you may remember, Adam, the last time you were on was the Papa Roach episode, wasn't it? The Papa Roach special,
Indeed.
which was over a year ago, I think, wasn't it?
Must
It was
be.
just over a year ago.
Yeah, just over.
I believe so, yes. Yeah, it was, yeah.
But yeah, cool. Yeah, how are you doing? Been a while.
Yeah, I'm good. When was the last time I saw you? In Search of Sun, Bournemouth, I believe.
Yes,
if I remember
yeah,
correctly.
October, yeah.
Good gig. That was good, yeah. Apart from that, nothing. Having a baby.
Both of you having a
6 weeks.
baby now. Yeah, oh, very nice.
Doing 6 weeks, yeah. Popping a
Congratulations.
little girl out. And thank you very much. Simon's popping a little boy out. So, yeah, apart from that, normal stuff, work and rock and roll, baby.
Rock and roll.
Nice. Have you worked out roughly how many weeks or months they'll be apart?
So you're due in September, am I right, Simon?
Yeah, September the 8th is the due date.
Yeah, and we're due in the middle of July.
So it's like barely 3 months between them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be crazy, actually.
Nice.
It'd be so close in age, which is great. And Adam, if I'm sure he hasn't mentioned,
Well,
he's relocating
yeah,
to
I'm
Gloucestershire.
moving to Cheltenham. Yeah, so in a couple of years' time, so our kids
I didn't
will
know that.
hopefully go to the same school and be able to sort of grow up together, pretty much. Because I don't know if our wives have other plans, but me and Simon are only planning on having one child each. So it'd be nice for them to have a a kind of a sibling to sort of grow up with. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and you say if you want another child, just borrow Simon's for a few days,
That's it.
and the other way around,
and vice versa. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and it's funny because my wife kind of wanted a boy, and Simon's wife Vicky really wanted a girl, desperately. But so we both got I didn't care, and neither did Simon. But the women, our wives, really cared.
Got the opposite.
So then we could just do a swapsy, man. It's like fucking Pokemon cards all over again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fine.
got need.
Got need.
I need one of them.
Actually, I'm going to say
Oh,
something
you got a
really.
shiny.
I'm going to say something really, really nerdy on here. Adam, I have loads of sticker doubles for you, mate.
Oh, bruv, literally, I'm not even joking. I know that people can't see this.
Sorry,
but-
currently me and Adam are
I-
going through our Euro 2024 sticker books.
Yeah, boy.
So,
I've been a sticker bit since I was like 14. Me and Simon were Smith toys of our nephews the other day, and Simon convinced me to buy one, and then I spent £30 on stickers.
Jesus.
yeah, I got loads for you, dude. So we'll have to do a trade when we see each other.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, well, I'll see you probably soon. Yeah.
Nice. I'm kind of jealous now. But
Get one.
Get one, dude. It's not too late.
I don't have the money to buy
The money.
stickers.
Maybe we can just give Adam all our doubles, and it might give him enough to
You can make a whole sticker book out of doubles.
Sounds good to me. Well, have we got anything we want to talk about before we go into the main topic of the episode?
I
I know.
do.
Bring these albums out. I know we're going to talk about that.
What do you want to talk about? That? Do you want to talk about that or Slam Dunk first?
Slam Dunk as well. Yes, Slam Dunk. Let's give us some Slam
Okay.
Dunk.
Which is better? Okay, tell me this before. Which is better? Is the Bring Me album better than Slam Dunk?
No.
You want to start off low and then go high.
I want to start no, I'll start off at the top and go down.
Oh God.
Yeah, Slam Dunk, we've spoken about it multiple times on the show. We know that it had some real issues last year. It was quite bad. One of those issues reared its head, which I'll get to. But I will say, for the most part, organisation, layout, just everything that they'd done wrong, sound, although there was a tiny bit. Basically, when I Prevail were playing, they were amazing, right? But I don't think that Slam Dunk speakers are meant for metal, because the speakers literally sounded like they wanted to explode when I Prevail were on. So I'm not quite sure what the sound guy was doing, but those speakers could not handle the metal. But it was good for all the twinky twanky ska stuff, so that's fine.
Twinky twanky ska stuff,
which was
very
great.
nice.
Yeah, but no, it was really good. I saw the Skints, a twinky twanky ska band that were great. I Prevail were amazing. Funeral for a Friend with the singer from Holding Absence was the best Funeral for a Friend gig I've seen since 2005. It was
really
unreal, mate. I wish he would sing for that band full time. I was blown away. I had a smile on my face the whole. I couldn't believe how good it was. Like seeing a band more invigorated again because they had a new singer.
Yeah,
like they were going for it. Best time I've seen Funeral since like Downo 2005, and I've seen them like 4 or 5 times since, but nothing's been as good as that. It was unreal.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah, they were really good. I Prevail. I know Adam's a big I Prevail fan. They were
they're one of my favorite bands.
They were unreal. They were unreal. So I was really glad I got to see them again. And the most of the time I just bummed around with friends and just saw some random stuff, saw some bands. I don't even know who they are. I'll have to research who they are that I quite liked. But yeah, it was a massive step up from last year. The sound on all stages was to a decent to sometimes good degree. Food vendors were sorted out. Parts were widened where it needed to be. The organisation was much better. The walk was much better. The only thing that still occurred was we were stuck on the coach. I got the coach again, which I won't do again. It was the only thing that let it down. The coach we had to wait on for an hour to move because the roads were blocked. So I would say that this year was the only... And I went to South because North was a mess, apparently. Like, it got absolutely rained on the night before. People were told not to go because they couldn't park their cars because there was no chance that they were going to get them out of there. It was just an absolute mess, basically. So, yeah, Slam Dunk South was amazing. I had a really, really good time. Excuse me. And with a much better lineup, I genuinely think it will be worth going to, because the lineup wasn't great this year for me. But if you have a really good Slam Dunk lineup, I would say if they keep it going like this, especially for the South one, definitely worth your time going. I really enjoyed myself. Even though
maybe next year then, Simon, to get round your coach problem, I could come with you next year, or you could stay at my house in London, so we can just drive and then just get the train from where I live and did live in London and to into actual proper London.
Well, I got an angry message from Dean saying, "Oh, you went to Slam Dunk, did you? And you didn't tell me. Like, you could have stayed at mine or whatever." And I was like, and then my friend Jo, who was there, she's like, "Why didn't you just drive down? Like, everyone's staying at my house tonight. Why didn't you just drive down? Drop your car off at mine. Then we could have gone together. We could have gone back, and you could have stayed at mine with everyone." I was like, I didn't even think of these things, guys. Like, it's not far from where we grew up. It's only like 45 minutes away from Harrow. So, yeah, I should have thought. But I will say Slam Dunk, very, very, very good. Bring Me the Horizons album, right? Have you listened to it?
I have.
What did you think?
I think the singles that they had already released were really good. I wasn't too keen on Dark Side. I wasn't the biggest fan when we were listening to them before. And I remember you saying Dark Side wasn't the best.
Yeah, it's not the best.
And I wasn't able to really form an opinion at that point. But yeah, now I agree. It's not one of their best. I don't even particularly like Kool-Aid that much. I think that's a bit of a weird one.
Kool-Aid grew on me. I didn't like Kool-Aid at first, but now I'm like, I was kind of dissing it at first, but now I kind of like it. Like, I think the album, like you said, the singles have been good, and it has a couple of other tracks on it. But from a production song sort of compilation where they put all the songs together, it's a mess, man. It's a real mess. It's all over the place, this album. It hasn't got It hasn't got an identity.
I agree with that.
Yeah, like all their other albums have an identity, and this one just... And if you compare this to Post-Human Survival Horror, where obviously the guy who done the Doom soundtracks done all the mixing and mastering. Whew, production-wise, that album is one of the best-sounding metal albums ever. It sounds like it's just unreal. This one, bit flat for me on the production side, if I'm honest.
There could be a reason for that. I mean, I know they've probably got the best people, some of the best people working on it, but they have included like things like QR codes in the spectrograms of the music, and they've added like music backwards if you reverse the sound, because there's a huge ARG with it. I don't know if you've seen that. We talked about it a little bit in
we did, yeah.
in the Discord. But all the letters are some of them are capitalized, some of them aren't, and a few of us in there sort of went, "What's that about? Is that some kind of secret or code?" And this thing is massive. People have found a website, and they've got loads of files that they're trying to get into. They need to find the passwords in different things. They can find passwords, like I said, backwards in some of the music.
That's cool.
It's ridiculous.
It's awesome. But you know what they should do? They should just mix and master the album properly. Yeah.
I'm wondering if I was trying to get back to that. Yeah, I wonder if that has made it sound a bit different, and the songs are probably in a specific order because of that as well.
Yeah. No, I love that idea. I like what they're doing. I like that they do stuff. They think outside the box. They do stuff differently. I like since Sempriternal, this is the most. I'm not going to say bad because there's nothing bad on it at all, and I'm sure a lot of it will grow on me. But this is the most lackluster effort since they've done Sempriternal. I mean, it is. It's just it's not as good as everything else.
Maybe they're concentrating on the other side of it too much a little bit.
Yeah.
And trying to get too much into it, too much extras.
Wasn't this the album that you were telling me about the other day, Simon, that Ollie, the music he never wanted to release?
Well, no, they were unhappy with it, which is why they didn't.
Right.
It was supposed to be released like last October, and they weren't happy with some. No one knows what they weren't happy with, but there was some of it they weren't happy with, so they went, sorry guys, but we're not going to release this. And then randomly they just go, oh yeah, album's out at midnight. No press, no nothing. Just albums coming out at midnight.
Jordan Fish left in between those two as well, didn't he? So I'm wondering if with him leaving, there were certain songs that they couldn't release, or he had the rights to the writing for some of the songs.
He was also one of the producers and one of the main people for coming up with the songs and everything for him. So I feel like I feel like if this is what we're going to get without Jordan there, we've lost something. I think definitely from Bring Me.
Yeah,
because he came in on Sempriternal, and ever since then they've become pretty much one of the biggest bands in the world. And now he's left, and they've put an album that I don't think personally is that great. Kind of think to yourself, hold on a minute, one thing pointing into all this.
Yeah. Do you know why he left?
I think someone just said personal reasons. He just wanted to chillax with his family and just
so I don't know if this is fully the reason. I know Kelly said she thought she read it somewhere, but he wanted more money. But the thing is, apparently everyone in Bring Me the Horizon, they split the money equally, and he wanted a higher share than everybody else. Maybe because he was doing so much more.
He was doing more of the writing side and all that kind of stuff, wasn't he?
That could be wrong. I've got to say that right now. That might not be the truth.
Yeah, well, if you listen to this, guys, get him back. Pay him a bit more money.
But
anyway.
another album. Yeah, another album that came out on the same day was Defects album. I know you're not the biggest fan of them.
No, but everyone else, I heard people saying it was really good.
Yeah, it was really good. I put Next Gen 2 on, listened to 3 songs, and was like, nah, I'm too excited for Defects album. So I put their album on, then went back to listen to Next Gen 2.
Nice.
And but I listened to it's Modern Era, I think it's called. Yeah, Modern Era with Defects album, and I listened to it like 3 times in the first day.
Shit, it must be good.
So good, yeah, really, really good.
That's cool. Actually,
and I think there's going to be a lot of us. Did
they play Slam Dunk?
I don't know.
You tell us, mate. You were there.
Talking to someone, and they were mentioning Defects. I can't remember. Was it Defects? Maybe it was Caskets. It was Caskets, not Defects.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, really, really good album. Like you said, loads of us in the Discord have been talking about them. Loads of people everywhere. So that tent is going to be rammed. I think they're opening on the Friday, the Dogtooth stage.
Going to be rammed in there.
going to be around, but we're all, there's going to be loads of us there as well. Kind of like it was last year with Anti-Saint. We're all there sort of 20, 30 minutes before they came on, and there's a big group of us. So it's going to be exactly the same for Defects this year, which is going to be really cool. Yeah.
Very cool.
What else? Was there anything else you want to talk about?
No.
So,
Adam, Bondi, did you have anything?
Yes. I have heard, you'll like this, Simon. I know they're not everyone's cup of tea, but apparently because Alter Bridge has taken a hiatus at the moment, apparently Creed are playing gigs again at the moment. They haven't released any music, but apparently they're playing gigs at the moment.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think they've got a tour or anything, but they're actually playing music again, which is
I
good.
did hear rumours that they were doing a tour, but maybe
they're actually. I didn't think it was like an official tour or anything, but I know that they were kind of getting the band back together.
I'd love to see Creed. I never got to see Creed.
I would love to see them.
Love if they were on Downloads bill next year. I'd be absolutely buzzing for that.
I was at one of our brother-in-law's 40th birthday this week, and I saw one of the funniest like Creed-related things I've ever seen. So one of his best mates bought him a T-shirt that said Creed on it, and it was a picture of the lead singer, but instead of a picture of the lead singer, it was a picture of Nicolas Cage's character from the movie Con Air.
What the hell?
It's just him in a white vest. Nicolas Cage with long hair in a white vest. One of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen.
It's good stuff.
It's fucking But that's it. That's the only exciting music information I have at the moment.
Cool. Well, I got a couple of bits of news. The artists that are going to be performing on the Courtyard stage in RIP has been announced, and we were on it.
Yeah, we are.
We're going to be doing a little live show of so we recorded a little bit last episode, but we still weren't allowed to talk about it. We had to sort of cut it out and release it when we could. Now we know we can talk about it. We can say whatever the hell we want. But yeah, so we're going to be doing a live version of the show on the Courtyard stage, which on the Thursday. Some people think we're going to be headlining because we were at the top on the poster.
It's alphabetical.
I said that to Simon. I was like, "You're headlining the stage," and he went, "No." And then I was like, "Well, why is your name at the top?" And he's like, "I have no idea."
Yeah, I thought it might be alphabetical to start with, but it's not. I don't understand.
Maybe
what
just because it's got the word download in it, because obviously the Dear Download podcast, and maybe they were just like, "Well, this will look really good if we put this at the top of the page."
Yeah, the coolest logo at the top.
In it.
Coolest logo.
That's it. And your new logo, looks great, by the way, up there. It looks awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Does look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's exciting.
When you say we, you mean all the people in this Discord call right now, right?
You know what?
I said, when you said we're playing, you said we as in all the people that are here right now?
Well, we haven't put your name down for it, so.
Damn it!
You have to fight the security trying to get into ROP.
Yeah, that's another thing. So I was like, oh man, I'm so happy. This is great. He's like, it's in VIP. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, but hopefully
I'm too big to sneak in anywhere.
If we can please them in RIP, maybe we might be invited to one of the other stages next year. So we'll see.
Yeah,
that's true. Because obviously
it's going to be like a bottom live show. We got props, we got fake laughter. It's going to be like bottom
canned
live.
Laughter. I really want to put canned laughter into an episode at some point.
It is going to be like bottom live. It's going to be great.
Yeah, but we are going to record it. And yeah, like you said, hopefully next year. So hopefully we do a really good job. But what I was going to say to everybody who wants to come and see it, but obviously can't, download an email. Go onto the website, find the appropriate email address, send them an email. Just I don't know, just inquiring how much it is to get into RIP for the day. Make sure you say, because you want to see us. The more they hear that people want to see us, the more likely it is going to be. I don't want everyone to just bombard them because people can see through that. But if you genuinely want to, even if you're not going to pay, I think it's normally like 50 quid to come into RIP. So if you're not going to pay that, but you really want to still, just email them, send them an email. They might lower the price this year if enough people want to do it. They might, who knows what will happen, but it will let them know that, it will let them know that
is it like £50 for the day, is it?
Yeah.
So I might do it, to be fair.
Yeah, because there's some other cool bands on as well. Earn are playing on there.
Earn are great as well.
One thing I was going to say about it though, so I found out we'd been announced on the Friday. I was at work. The first thing I saw was an email from Quenny, and it said, "You might have seen that they jumped the gun a little bit and they put the poster out. So feel free to share it and here's the assets, all the assets for you. And I was like, did Download leak it? Download actually leaked. Download leaked the Courtyard stage.
That's hilarious.
We're on a leaked
poster. They can't say shit next year when people start leaking the lineup.
They're leaking their own posters now.
Yeah.
They just like, if you can't beat them, join them. They're like, someone was probably going to leak it anyway, so we just done it before you.
That's good. That's good preventative measure. Oh, they're gonna leak it, are they? Right, that's it. We're gonna leak it ourselves.
That's it. We'll do it. Maybe now, gradually, because of this leaking system that's happening, maybe we'll just be getting the lineup earlier and earlier every year because Download are going to try and beat the leakers.
Well, Bloodstock announce next year's lineup on the big screen while you're at the festival. It's the greatest thing ever.
That's awesome.
You're standing there, and they're like, "Right, your lineup for next year," and then. Bang! Big band comes on the screen, and you're like, "Oh my god!"
The only thing about that is, what if it's all shit, and then everyone's just there like, "Well, what do we do now?"
Yeah, but people are still gonna. I don't care what anyone says. As much as how bad a Download lineup can be, people will still go.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, we've been to some shoddy Downloads before, but we've still gone because it's Download, and we just enjoy the time as well as the band. So
yeah, but then some people see the lineup and they just go
different.
Nah. Like this year, a lot of people this year have just gone, nah, no thank you.
People take life way too seriously, man. Just have fun with it.
Yeah, agree.
True that.
Cool. But yeah, one last thing on the Courtyard stage as well. I've seen a lot of people saying there's a couple of bands they want to see. One is Palm Reader, I think, and another one beginning with P. But yeah, one of them, it's their last. They're doing like a farewell tour or something like that. And people are saying, "Oh, why can't they be playing, in the main festival?" It is actually a different booking team that do RIP. That's why you might get some bands that aren't actually playing the festival. So I just wanted to say that here, put that to bed. You can complain all you want. It's a different booking team, so it's not going to happen. They book whoever they want, and they try and the reason they do book things like that is because they want people to want to do RIP.
Could you imagine if the RIP lineup was like fucking immense and the Download lineup was rubbish and you were like, I don't want to get an RIP ticket, man. This lineup's fucking insane.
Yeah.
That might happen one year. That might happen.
Yeah. But yeah, that was everything for that. Couple of bits we want to say before we go into the main topic as well. The Wednesday morning episode. You at the time of this being released, you've only got a few days left to get them in. A couple of days maximum, I would say. Should we record that next Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah, you good with that? Okay, so yeah, by the time this comes out, you've got a couple of days left to get them in. We'll be recording it probably a week earlier than the Wednesday that we'll be going. So get them in. You can email us. We've already had quite a few. I don't think quite as many as last year. So if you've been thinking about doing it and want to do it, then get it in. Send us a message in the Discord or a voice or a message by email or a voice clip by email. You can find all of that in the show notes and in the Linktree. With that all said, I think that's everything we've done. We might revisit a couple of bits later on if we've forgotten anything. But Simon, you have a lot of stuff written down for this episode. All of the extras going on at Download over the whole weekend. Do you want to take us into that?
I will take you
from me.
I will take this. I will take the reins from you, sir.
Cool.
Let's go.
Hand over the ceremonial reign.
The ceremonial reign. Thank you for the passing. I did look today on the website, and it was crazy because I was just thinking the countdown says 15 days, but that's less because that's 15 days till the Friday, which means it's 13 days till the Wednesday. Right, I've got a note at the top of this, right? This is what I wrote earlier, just to give everyone a bit of context as to, I'm sure a lot of people have seen that Download is trying to do as much stuff as possible as well as the bands. So I've just written down, this is by far the most entertainment and vendors that Download have ever put on. They've spoken about it before, that the team really want to try and emulate what Glastonbury are doing, which is creating a whole full experience. Like, as if to say, you could go to the festival, you don't even need to watch the bands because there's so much stuff going on. And yeah, like, it's worlds apart from when we used to go to the festival, and when the music stopped, there wasn't really much else to do. That's it. Yeah. Go back to the campsites. You're done.
You had the Duracell tent with some music on. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it's Duracell tent. But like, if it's funny because if you look at that now, right, and if you stuck that next to the doghouse, it would be like a bin, like so tiny. Like, so it just shows you that they're really trying their hardest to make it an all-round festival rather than just go and watch loads of music. Now go back to your tents. So we have to give them that. But anyway, first on the list we should talk about is the Download Megastore is back. And they got some exclusive collabs and stuff. I'll be honest about the Download Store. It's mostly tat.
I thought the same.
But they had some really cool stuff in there as well. Like I walked, I was like, this is amazing. They had like, download neons and they had cool chairs and video games and like I thought it was cool, but it was mostly
didn't they have like a Mega Drive? Didn't they have like a Download Mega Drive last year? That was pretty cool. But would you really want one?
Yeah, it was
cool to look at, but
yeah, it's great. I mean, I know there are people out there. I've done it before where I've been a sucker for merch before, but I've kind of gone out of that phase now. I haven't bought a T-shirt at Download for the last 2 downloads because I'm looking at it and just going, the merch, it looks nice, but I wouldn't spend that much money on it personally. I'd rather spend it on a, I don't know, Cradle Filth Band T-shirt or something. But
one beer
or booze
or one beer, yeah,
one beer. 10% off if you got a buck. 10% off if you got a Barclays card, mate.
Yeah, true. But yeah, like if you do want to buy all this stuff and you do like to collect loads of stuff, which I know a lot of people do, I think the Megastore's pretty cool. And it was worth going in, even though I queued to get in last time. I still thought it was really cool, actually.
I didn't get a chance because the queues were just a bit too big just to go into a merch store. Do you know what I mean?
Well, we waited till the Sunday because we knew that it was going to be busy the rest of the time.
Yeah, made sense.
And it was pretty cool, actually. There was a Download neon sign that I was like, I could just rip that off the wall right now and just bowl out of here, man, because like that is so sick.
Yeah, but you stole a sign anyway, so you stole a Download sign.
Stolen.
No need to steal anymore.
I'm a thief. So Megastore, that's good, I guess. People will enjoy it. It'll probably get loads of queues again, and there'll be loads of merch in there, so might be some good stuff. I did like the Download rings, actually. They were pretty cool. The biggest thing I would say that got announced that everyone always thinks going to be announced, but I think one year they're just going to go, yeah, it's not here. It's the co-op.
Co-op, yeah, boy.
Like that is apart from announcing stages or bands, that is literally the most important announcement out of everything.
It's just so good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
it's like when I remember what year was it we first saw the co-op at Download?
2019.
19.
Yeah,
I remember we just walked in and we were like. They were like blaring out that like they didn't have a DJ back then, but they still had speakers, like loud speakers in there playing, and we were just like, "This is the best thing ever."
Yeah,
like because obviously every year before that we were walking a couple of miles down to that supermarket down the road and stuff, and it was a nightmare when it really just organising if you run out of booze or food or whatever.
Yeah,
the co-op's just so good, man. It's become a staple now, isn't it? Really.
I think Download would miss it massively. I think everyone that goes would miss it. But I relied on it. I done that test last year where I said I'm not going to bring any food. I'm not going to bring any mixers. I'm going to buy everything from the co-op, and totally fine.
Well, in all fairness, we messed up a bit last year because for some reason they weren't selling spirits last year. Do you remember?
Oh yeah.
We didn't bring any spirits with us, and we bought mixer, and we were like, well, we just go and let's get our, but they didn't have any, which was a bit weird.
Yeah, that sucked. We were like, oh, okay, we just drink beer inside the whole time.
Yeah, and exactly like you said it. If there's ever one year where they just don't turn up, just aren't there, like it would be a big shock to the system.
Yeah,
you rely on it so much. Meal deals, you get Red Bull in the meal deal, like a bit of a pick me up. I'd love. I drink too much at the moment. Just get like 2 meal deals at a time, and you get 2 sandwiches, 2 snacks, and that'll fill you up. And it'll be like what, 7-8 quid? I don't know how much. I can't remember how much it was.
I think it's about £6, which is only about £2 more expensive than the normal meal deal, and that's for a festival prices. That's amazing.
Well, they're actually doing the co-op member price this year. So if you've got a member, you still get member prices.
Yeah, I'm a member.
So that's even better. I think literally you can probably get it for probably not even that much more than you would get it in the shop if you've got a members card or a members app. So I signed up the other day and I thought, wow, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Have you seen the list? Have you seen the way that they've done the list for the partners of Download this year on the website?
No.
So the way, obviously, what they've done is they've done it like a lineup. So at the top it says headline partner Liquid Death,
Yeah.
and then it goes down, like like Barclaycard, Pepsi, Co-op, like, and all that are all on there. And then underneath it's like media partners like BBC Radio 1, Kerrang Radio, like, and all that stuff.
That's cool.
But they've literally like done it like a lineup. It's pretty cool.
Oh, they got Dear Download on there? No, they don't.
No. It says no waste men allowed. So unlucky.
All right. All right, cool. Yeah, so Co-op's back. That is obviously a huge deal. I'm sure everyone will be very, very, happy about that. And they are open. I don't know if this was the same last year, but it says they open at 7 and they're open till 3 a.m. every night.
I think it was the same last year.
Sounds about right. Yeah.
Was it? Okay, I don't remember it being that late, but that's really handy, especially if you're, getting mashed after the bands and you're like, oh man, I've run out of beer, or I really need something, or I need some painkillers because I'm about to die.
Want a sandwich?
Yeah, a sandwich at 3 a.m. It's good stuff.
I think I did that last year.
Yeah, did you?
I think so. It was very close to them being closed, and I think it was the same time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did something similar as well. I think I just got like a big pack of like cocktail sausages and just munched them on the way back to the campsite.
It's classic. All they need now is like a kebab shop next to the Co-op, and it'd be like going to a town.
Mate, could you imagine? Remember when Domino's was there?
Yeah.
That was, but mate, in all fairness though, the price that they tried charging for those pizzas was insane.
Yeah, it was $15.99 for a large pizza in 2009, which was really expensive at the time.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it was really.
God knows what that would be if they had a Domino's now, dude. How
they
much
charge
you
you
pay
30 quid for a pizza, mate.
30? That's what you get charged for pizza now.
Yeah.
Is it?
Well, $15.99 was the price of a large pizza at the time without the buy one get one free or anything like that.
Yeah.
Right.
So they were just charging normal price. So it would be the same as a normal price now, because you never pay normal price for pizza there. You always get some kind of deal.
2 for Tuesday or
2 for Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I said on the podcast ages ago. So I'm happy to bring it up again. But I actually worked for Domino's at the time when they were there, and I was bugging the guy. I was trying to come back, go in the back and make my own pizza, and he wouldn't let me. I think I was like 3 days in a row. I went up to talk to him and said, "Can I make a pizza now?" Because I was quite good. I can make pizzas, and they look like the pizzas on the menu. I was good at it.
Nice.
But he wouldn't let me, so he ended up giving me staff discount. Probably to try and get me to bugger off.
Probably because he just.
Who is this guy? Does he actually work for Domino's? Get the hell out of him! And we got hygiene rating.
Met in the back. He goes, "This is the 3rd day in a row."
It's the 3rd day in a row. Can we just give this guy staff discount so he'll go away?
Yeah. He actually hasn't even shown any proof that he works for Domino's. He just keeps asking if he can make a pizza.
There was a year where one of us took our uniform.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah, not our own uniform. Somebody took somebody else's uniform because we were always like in his house, and they just grabbed his uniform and took it down there with us. I don't think it can have been that year, because I would have picked it up and worn it to try and show I worked there. Surely,
you could have done deliveries while you were there. What tent's it going to, mate? Blue one. Yeah, all right.
Black tent number 76. Got you.
Everyone has little pitch numbers, and they're like, 76. Is that you? Is it? Yeah.
Postcode DL.
Take this flag and put it on your flagpole. It's got a number.
Yeah. Oh, that's
bring it over.
Yeah, Adam, what's your postcode? DLBL for Download Blue Camp.
You could probably do it with what 3 words?
You could do it with what 3 words?
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Yeah. Where are you? Sweden Horror Jam. Yeah, that's where you are.
You see a Swedish flag, you're like, oh, we're getting somewhere.
There he is. Oh, it's good stuff. Moving on to a stage, the Outpost stage. I don't know where this is located because we haven't seen the map yet. But this is a stage that will be doing workshops and demos, as far as I'm aware. So they're doing fire cooking demos. Adam, they're doing hot dog and chili eating contests. Yeah?
This is where I shine, baby. I can eat like an absolute horse.
So they're doing loads of like random cooking stuff, loads of like just demos of random stuff, I'm guessing. And then in the evenings, they are showing Hammer horror movies, which is quite interesting.
Oh.
And I do love a Hammer horror, so that might be for a quiet night and a quick drink. I might go and watch a Hammer horror movie. Doesn't say which ones they're showing, but probably the classics. You know, Dracula and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I think that's a really cool addition and something really, really weird. Like watching someone do cooking demos. Like, what the hell is that going to be? Is it going to be like when you used to go to Wembley Market and you got the guy with a microphone and he's like, right, what you want to do here is, right, yeah, see this pan, right, no problem. And then slam it down. Like, is that what it's going to be like?
Probably, yeah. I imagine those like cleaning things with things like that. Make a rug really, really dirty and then he show you how to clean it with this product. It's really
just going to be product demos. It's just going to be product placement. Shaken back. Vicky, okay, this is going off already, right? This is how old we are. Vicky had no idea what Shake and Vac was. Literally, had never heard of it, never seen it. I had to explain Shake and Vac to Vicky. That's how old we're getting.
I don't really fully know what it is. I've heard of it.
Oh, really?
Don't know what it is.
Do you know what
tell me.
You do the Shake and Vac.
Yeah, I recognise that.
Basically, it was like if you were really poor and you couldn't afford to wash your carpets to get them cleaned, you would sprinkle this. I don't know how this worked because it was pointless. You sprinkled this stuff on to your carpets and then you left it for a while and then you hoovered it up and that would make your carpet smell nice.
Okay.
It was basically just a cheap way of poor people. We can't afford to wash our carpets, so we're just going to put.
It was before Febreze was invented.
Yeah,
it was way before Febreze. Yeah, way before Febreze weren't even. Febreze were no one, man. Shake it back at the OGs.
Just a twinkle in its father's eye.
That's right.
Oh, Febreze, you're so small right now. But yeah, would Coxie, would you go for any hot dog or chili eating?
No, not chili. Definitely not chili.
How many hot dogs do you think you could slam down?
Not many. Probably 3.
3?
Yeah.
You could
we have
do
hot dogs
more
here
than
sometimes.
3.
I normally have 2 and that's it.
Yeah, but if you're in a competition.
No, I don't want to push myself too much.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'll do a solid 20.
20?
Oh, solid, easy.
I told you before, we still haven't done this thing where he said to me that in, what was it, in half an hour, he thinks he can eat 20 IKEA hot dogs.
Yeah, no problem. They're tiny.
We still
haven't put your name down. We're going to put your name down for it.
Oh, yes.
I can eat a large Domino's pizza in 2.5 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Jesus, I can't. I'll probably eat half of it and it'll be stuffed.
The trick is you do the pizza first, leave the crust, and the crust go down afterwards.
Okay.
And drink loads of water. It's like competition eating type stuff.
He does competition eating when he's got no competition.
No competition.
Just me, baby.
The next.
No, but I really like hot food as well. I really, really like hot food. So I'll be up for maybe doing a little bit of. The thing is, you don't want to go too hot because if you get to the end of it'll probably be like the Carolina Reaper or something. It'll be like the last chili that you have to eat, and that'll just ruin your weekend.
Chili is the last thing you ever want to eat at a festival. Like I love chili,
especially if it's boiling. If we get a hot year this year, then oh my god, that would be horrific.
Hold on, let me find the thing, the article that I was reading earlier. Summer 2024 could be the wettest summer in 100 years, they reckon.
But it could also be the hottest. I've seen so many fucking bullshit articles.
Oh, yeah, they're all bollocks, but
yeah,
we've had both now. I saw one last week that says it's going to be the hottest, and I saw one this week that's going to say it's going to be the wettest. So let's pray that it's not the wettest.
Last episode, I said about the weather, and then I was like, yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. I don't think we ever actually talked about it.
We didn't.
I want to hear your official opinion on what the weather's going to be like.
Well, if I get up the Met Office, right, because they'll get pretty close to it now. They won't get all the way up to it. And by judging, oh, look, it's already there. Midlands.
They should be able to by now. It's 2 weeks away, 12 days away. They should be able to know that by now.
Let me just see what they're saying. And on there was already East Midlands Airport. No, it goes up to the 4th of June only, their prediction. So they're saying that it's going to pee down tomorrow, and then it's pretty much mild and sunny all the way up to the 4th of June, where it's about 18 degrees. So, yeah. I mean, long range. Oh, here we go. Monday, 3rd of June to the 12th. In early June, conditions are likely to be generally settled due to the influence of high pressure extending across much of the country. A few showers or patchy rain possible in places, most likely in the northwest. But for most, it will be dry at the start of the period, with plenty of sunshine, especially in the southeast, feeling warm and generally through cooler near the coast or onshore breezes may develop. So there's going to be scattered showers possibly, but for the most part, early June might be okay.
Well, I'm glad you stopped saying it's going to be really, really wet.
Yeah.
There's
no need to be a dick about it.
No, I saw Alex, Mr. Alex Perkins today in work, another friend of the pod, and we both agreed we think it's going to absolutely pee down the whole time. We've both got a feeling it's going to be a wet one, boys. It's going to be a wet one.
I had this feeling last year, and it was the hottest download on record.
And the year before.
And then you keep saying it. Keep saying it, Simon. It obviously worked.
So just get your wellies, get your waterproofs. It's going to be a wet one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I think I said this in the Discord probably maybe 2-3 weeks ago. I think we've started having rain now, which we don't usually have just yet. Everything's a bit earlier this year for some reason. So I think we might get a little bit of rain the Wednesday and the Thursday, maybe the Friday. And I think it's going to be sunny or overcast, like perfect.
Perfect festival weather.
Perfect festival weather the last couple of days, 2 or 3 days.
You don't think it's going to be like last year where it was just boiling?
No. I think, like I said, because I think it would have settled by that point. So it'll be our typical summer after that.
I mean,
we haven't had it that way.
No.
2016 was really, really hot, and then the last 3 days were wet, rain. 72 hours of rain.
Oh God!
From the Friday. So I think it's going to be the opposite way to that this year. So at least everything will dry out and clothes will dry out.
I just hope it's not, like everyone says, hope it's not wet when we're getting there. Because when you're setting up your tent, all your stuff gets wet, you're wet, it's a bit depressing.
Yeah. I mean, at least the bit starts. I mean, showers are fine, and if it's warm, they're actually quite nice. A little shower here and there. You know what I mean? Just to cool you down a bit. But I'd like somewhere in the middle, really. You know, not constantly like under heat all the time, and also not constantly under fucking rain all the time. I'd like to just be, split down the middle. Would be lovely. I mean, kind of like the year before last. To be fair,
2022 was good.
It was a good year. The weather was nice.
It was a bit windy, but it was nice. Yeah, last year's Saturday was almost getting to unbearable territory. It was that hot. It was that was unreal. Like 30 degrees. No, thank you.
Yeah, the Sunday was unbearable.
Yeah, Sunday really was. Which is weird because the Sunday wasn't even as hot as the Saturday, but the Sunday felt like it was.
Yeah. But cool. Bondi, have you got an opinion on the weather this year?
Weather?
Yeah, we'll see which one of us is right.
Yeah, I do. I reckon there's going to be a tornado. Actually, you say that. There was tornadoes at Download before.
There have been, yeah.
Yeah, when we were running after that one time, that little one that was taking someone's gazebo away.
That was 2009. That was 2009.
Yeah. This gazebo was just flying away. We were like running after it. It was great.
Well, because people were screaming, weren't they? And we were like, "What's going on?" And we looked out, and there was just like, "That's crazy, man."
No, I reckon it's going to be normal. I honestly think it's just going to be, just maybe like you said, a few showers here and there. And it's going to be warmish because of the time of the year anyway. I don't think it's going to absolutely chuck it down. I don't think we really get many summers like that anymore, to be honest. But yeah, I think it'll be just normal weather, standard English weather. I think for this time of the year.
I'll be up for that. That will do me nicely.
Yeah,
that'll do me nicely.
Excellent.
Right, moving on. The tattoo studio as well is back in the arena. Would any of you two get a tattoo at Download?
No.
Yes, I would, and I'll tell you why. Because one of the guys who is tattooing at Download this year has done 90% of my arm already. So.
Yeah, nice.
From Crooked Rook, the place where Dean works as well. They've got a stall there this year, so yeah. So yes, I would get a tattoo at Download by
awesome.
Jim, is the man who did my tattoo.
Yeah, shout out to Crooked Rook, shout out to Rachel and Dean and everyone. Big things, great shop.
Awesome.
So I would get a tattoo. I like how I haven't got a Download tattoo. Or I've got so many tattoos, and how I haven't got a Download tattoo is beyond me. I don't know. I need one, man.
Yeah, you should definitely get one, dude.
Dude, you should get one. This is like, how many downloads is this for you?
Loads.
Yeah.
8, 9, 8, something like that.
Oh, when did you go? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 19,
22, 23.
So it's number 9
this is
for
8.
you.
9. Sweet. Lovely.
9. Adam, you should, Coxer, you should just get your face tattooed with the download dog, mate. You might as well.
I should. Yeah, I will get one eventually. I definitely will.
Yeah.
My last tattoo was like 2013.
Wow.
I've had a tattoo since then.
Long time ago.
So yes, I'm due one.
Okay. If someone paid for you to get one at download, would you get it done?
Probably.
Okay. Just keep that in mind. I might get a.
Yeah.
I could have a word.
I might get a pool going as well.
I could send a text message and maybe get that organised.
Cool. Yeah. So I mean, yeah, I was going to say the reason is like everything is more expensive at download anyway. Tattoos are already quite expensive, so they'd be even more expensive.
But you're only going to get a little one. You're not going to sit there and get a whole sleeve done at download, are you?
No, true.
Imagine you turn up and one guy's just booked up the chair for the whole day. He's just getting a full sleeve.
Got an 8-hour session going on today. Yeah. Do you know what though? To be fair, Andy Copping should pay for your tattoo.
He should,
because you've probably helped pay for the extension on the back of his house after all the times you've been going.
Yeah.
He's sitting in his nice extension thinking, this is lovely.
That's
yeah,
right.
it's lovely. It's
Got
got
a
these
lovely,
people
nice
that have been going down
conservatory
there.
that he's in at the moment.
Yeah, it would be nice to get something back, but they don't do the loyalty scheme anymore.
Simon, you never got to redeem yours, did you?
I did not.
Sorry, I'm still going to find that funny, even though I know
that was my fault. That was my fault.
subject.
That was my fault for not reading the small print, if I'm honest. But I did rag out at one guy who was very rude about it as well. He's lucky he didn't get slapped. Moving on, Tattoo Studio. So there you go. They saying, well, the way they've said it on the website is that there's going to be more fairground rides than normal. So what I think they're going to do is, they have quite a few fairground rides, but it's not like loads. I think they're going to have a whole section this year that is just fairground rides. Like, I got a feeling they're going to have like a ghost train like they used to. I think they're going to go full out with the rides this time to really get people to
interesting, yeah,
go on stuff.
Does it say in the arena or District X?
It didn't specify. Didn't specify, but I don't think they're going to take up any more room in the arena. I probably think there was a big bit of District X last year that was quite open, wasn't it? When we were dancing around, that you could fill that with twice as many rides. That bit was a bit. Yeah, I'm guessing because it was so busy last year, they wanted people to flow. But yeah,
they wanted. Yeah, they didn't want to put too much stuff in. But yeah, I think I've said before. If they have a line of a row of stuff going through the middle of District X, all the way down the middle strip, it will feel better because it's a bit more enclosed. Like I said last year, it was a massive open area and it just felt a bit dead.
It did. At the bottom, to be fair, at the top it was good, but at the bottom it did feel. I'm with you on that. It did feel a bit dead. But yeah, if there's some good rides, I might actually go on some rides this time. Bumper cars is always a classic to go on at a festival. Right, something that I thought they would never bring back to download, and something that we've seen on a much bigger scale before. This is obviously a much smaller scale. Obviously, back in the day, we had the Snickers Bowl, which of course was the BMX and skateboarding, giant thing. Obviously, this will be on a smaller scale, but there is the Liquid Death skate ramp with pro BMXers and skateboarders, which, is something I never thought they would bring back to download. So that is awesome.
Yeah,
that is cool.
Probably been listening to our episodes about 2005 and 2006 and going, what can we do? What can we put in?
I did say on my download iceberg video, right at the end of the little bit about the, I said, and this is something you'll never see at download again.
Did you? I did watch that. I don't remember.
And now they've pulled it straight out the same year. But I think that's really cool. Like, I feel like maybe more back in the day because we were more connected to it, but I feel like skating, pro BMXing, and rock and metal music kind of molds together.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to? I mean, I was this close to buying a fat ass pair of Airwalks the other day, so it just shows we're still connected to that world, and I think that a lot of people will really enjoy that, and it just gives someone another bit of entertainment. Like, if we're just bumming around for the day on Wednesday, we could be like, let's grab a few cans and go watch some skateboarding, man. Like, that is sick. That is good. What do you think of that, Adam Bondi?
Yeah, it's awesome. I remember that the Snickers Bowl was fantastic, apart from the amount of Snickers that were getting handed out and thrown at people. What year was it? Was it 2007 where they had the motorcycles there? Do you remember? They had the dirt bike doing all the ramp jumps and stuff. Was that
Yeah, that was the
Was
last
that
year it was in the
2007, was
infield.
it?
Yeah, last year the
Yeah.
infield that was. I think
It
the
was
problem
just
with that
behind second
was...
stage, right? Wasn't
Yeah.
it just behind the fence where the second stage was?
Yeah, I think the problem with that was
Yeah.
it took up too much space because of the amount of space that the bikes
fair.
needed to get, to get up.
Mm.
So I feel like with a skate ramp, you don't need that much,
True.
space.
But it's all like in the same sort of thing though. It's entertainment for people to watch that isn't the normal entertainment that you would expect. So it's more. I think it intrigues people more, which draws more people to it.
Yeah,
You know.
definitely. Yeah, I think it's something. Some of this stuff is stuff that other festivals have been doing for years,
Mm.
and Download did it, and then they just forgot
Took
about
it away.
They just went,
Forgot. Yeah.
we're not going to do that anymore. I understand sometimes you have to cut costs with a festival. We all know about that. But the festival made a shitload of money last year, and they're actually putting some of this stuff into fruition.
Unless it was
good.
Liquid Death's idea, because Liquid Death are obviously a big part of Download now, being like the main partner. Maybe they pitched the idea to Download and said, wouldn't it be cool if we brought this back?
That would be an interesting conversation to have with someone on the booking team to say, whose idea was it for the skate? Like, was it someone who knew about the Snickers Bowl? Or like Adam said, was it literally someone at Liquid Death that went, do you know what you guys should do? Or we got this cool idea, or we're sponsoring this
We'll
at another
sponsor it.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or we can ask them, or we can ask the CEO of Liquid Death. Dean messaged me the other day and said that this podcast has got the CEO of Liquid Death on. I hope you don't mind me saying, but I think it would be cool for you to get him on as well. So I said, yeah, I might message him and say, look, do you want to come on after Download?
Oh, hells yeah. I'd love to talk to that. That'd be great.
Speak to him about it, yeah. So we can ask him, say, what was your idea?
I do like Liquid Death as well. I know a lot of people are like, oh, water in a can, but I quite enjoyed it last year.
Dude, I told you about Liquid Death at the time, if I remember correctly. I was like, here, try this. And you were like, what beer is this? I was like, dude, it's water. And you were like, what? I was like, yeah, crack excellent, man. And
What beer is this?
Yeah, because it looks like a beer can, doesn't it? It looks like
yeah,
like what most Monster cans. Most Monster cans are all like funky looking, and they look like some sort of weird can of weird ale or something, don't they? But it's an energy drink, and they do loads of different flavors now as well. You probably see a lot of those that Download this year. Actually, they've got like a ton of flavors now of Liquid Death, so that'll be cool to try some of those out.
It's cool. They got a cool logo. They got it's very metal, isn't it? Like I feel like
isn't it very similar? It's quite similar font to the Dear Download font, isn't it? Liquid Death font.
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
Have they ripped us off again?
Again, because they've done it before.
Well, they ripped us off for the idea for the skate ramp.
Yeah.
No, theirs is more Old English style than ours.
Right. Okay. I couldn't remember in my head what the font was.
Theirs is more Old English style. But yeah,
I saw an interesting.
Loads of favours.
Yeah, I saw an interesting post earlier. Someone said apparently Monster were giving out a load of Monster at Slam Dunk because they were a sponsor of it. And we talked about how Snickers were giving out Snickers, Mother Rice giving out Mother Rice. Now that Liquid Death are an actual sponsor, do you think they'll go the same way and actually give it out as well?
Maybe. I mean, they're not as big as those companies, but
maybe in and around the skate bowl area they might.
Yeah.
But across the whole festival, I don't think they will.
Yeah, you might be right there. You might have to go to
Because the Muller Rice store, you could literally, you were just walking down,
it was
where
the racetrack. They were parked.
On the racetrack
on the side of the racetrack,
and they were walking around, giving them out and everything. It was nuts.
That was nuts. That was nuts. It's good. That's good. Like Muller Rice is banging, and it's like good food as well.
It wasn't good if you left one in your tent for 3 days and then
Yeah.
because that was a hot year as well, man.
Oh Jesus!
I know Jägermeister were a sponsor at one point as well, and we spoke about it before as well. How they have the people going around with the backpacks on, just giving you Jaeger. Well, you're probably buying it at that point, buying sorts of Jägermeister from random people in the village. I'm actually going to write to them and say, look, you did this before. Do you want to sponsor us when we're on stage next year at Download? Just have Jägermeister specifically sponsoring us and have them going around the crowd.
Have a shot. Enjoy Dear Download.
Are you gonna be like Wayne Static was at Download, Simon, when his missus was just bringing him shots on?
Everyone do a shot.
While the bee attack was happening.
Oh,
the wasp attack. The wasp mosh pit.
Wasp, yeah, it was a wasp circle pit, literally. One thing they did have at Slam Dunk, which I've never seen at Download before, they had a bar that was shots only.
Yeah.
It was just
I've
a
never seen
shot.
that.
It was a shot only bar. I was like, that is a great idea.
Yeah. Could you buy them to take away as well?
seen-
Can you get them like little lids on top of them so you can carry it?
Little
load.
lids. I don't know. I saw they had trays. So, like little plastic trays, like cardboard trays. So I'm guessing you could have just bought a load. They would stick them on a tray for you, and then you would just walk off.
There's two more partners that are drinks companies for this year that I saw on the thing as well. One is Nordland's Organic Cocktails, that I assume that will be a store somewhere. And then there's Nordic Spirit.
Yeah, they were there before as well.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that like gin or something?
I don't know. I think it's just the name of their bar, maybe, and they just sell loads of different spirit.
No, I think
I don't
Nordic
think it's
Spirit
just-
is a specific.
Is it
type
just
of-
one drink?
No,
is
Nordic
it?
Spirit. No, Nordic Spirit isn't a drink.
Vodka?
It's not a drink. It's the it's the nicotine pouches and patches thing.
Oh, it sounds like a
Yes.
drinks company.
Yeah, I was like, that is a drink. No, it's not. It's the.
I assume I assume the Norland Organic Cocktails is a drink, that's right.
I
But
think
if it
that-
isn't,
No,
you got to go in
Molotovs.
there and get
They are.
you got to go in there and get a vape.
They're Molotovs for when Busted come on.
Hey, don't you? Hey, you leave Busted alone.
I'm not one of
I'll
those
fight
people. I'm not one of those
I
people.
will fight. I will fight anyone that tries to throw a bottle at Busted.
Me too.
Yeah. Hey, do you know what? We missed out a big piece of news.
What?
Bad Omens pulled out. We never.
That's not big
Skin
news.
dread,
That's
skin
not-
dread.
that's not
skin
big news,
dread,
mate.
skin-
It's not. Maybe not. But
That's not big
Come
news.
who is going to
come on,
replace them?
Kindred.
Is
That's
big
the
news.
big news.
Yeah.
How have we not talked about Skin Dread? Skin Dread.
Skin Dread, Skin Dread.
Skin Dread. Yeah, I don't know.
It's got to be skin dread, right? Surely they're just. I reckon Andy Coppins has got him on the back burner all the time. He's got him in. He's got a special like bat phone. He's got a skin dread phone that he pulls out. He pulls out his pocket. He's like, get the skin dread, get the dread phone.
Get the dread phone.
They wheel it out to him on this big podium, and he just he picks it up.
No, he's got a statue, like a bust, and it's like
Yeah,
in Batman.
He pulls the little head up.
Yeah,
presses the button.
the in the extension that Adam helped pay for, he lifts it up, presses the button, and then a pole comes, and he has to slide down the pole, goes into a
for
special
the
room,
phone.
and then the dread phone. It's a red phone, and it's the top is
Yeah.
shaped like
But it's got-
Benji's
but
sunglasses.
It's got dreadlocks on it and a bandana.
And a bandana. He's like, "Hello, Benji, is that you?"
I mean, it might not be skin dread, but it would be great if it was. I know, because this would be their 5th year in a row if they played this year.
It would be ridiculous.
No, it'd be,
That's
they've
just
played.
insane.
They've played since
is it
2019. So
four?
they played 2019. They played the pilot. They played 2022 and 2023. So this would be their 5th consecutive year playing
fifth
Download.
consecutive year. That's a record and a half, man. No
Yeah,
one's ever done that before.
I don't
no
think
one's
anyone's
ever
ever
done
played
4.
4. It's so
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
fair play. I mean, they're a great live band. People have to see them. I know it's a
The
bit
thing
of a
is
joke.
as well,
but,
like I think every time Skin Dread have played and I've been there, I've seen Skin Dread play, and it's nothing short of fantastic. They put on an amazing show. He's really good with the crowd.
yeah,
They've got a lot of songs where the crowds can get involved in. You know what I mean?
yeah.
They're just a cool, fun band, man.
They are. I mean, I don't think it will be them. A lot of people were saying Korn. They're like, oh well, Korn are over here playing. Well, they're not playing over here till August, so I don't. I'm not sure Korn will come over for. I mean, they might do. I don't know what Korn are doing.
And it's
anywhere
Second
else.
stage headline, right? Bad
Yeah.
Omens were second stage
Yes,
headline.
I mean
Yeah.
that's a big deal. If you're a big
You
band,
need someone reasonably sized to
Yeah,
take that slot, unless they move the person under them up and then replace a bottom slot or something. Maybe if they can't.
I mean,
Find anyone big enough?
I was like Bad Omens headlining the second stage. Really?
Well, the person under them is Highland.
Oh yeah, Highland.
I
Yeah.
don't know much about them, whether they
Neither
would
do
actually
I.
be good headliners.
Was
some
that
people have
that
said
weird? Was that weird? They play like
tradition-
historic
tradition
music.
Yeah, that's the one.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah, some people have
Yeah,
said
you can
they
have,
should.
you can have them.
No, some people have said they should move Busted onto the second stage headliners, which I think would be a good idea because, like I've said so many times, that tent is going to be rammed.
Yeah, do you know what? If they'd done that, that might actually work because, like, there's no way you're going to fit all the people in. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, I feel like that stage is just slightly too small. Like, because, you know, Enter Shikari, you couldn't get anyone in there. Electric Callboy, you couldn't get anyone in. Like, whenever they have a headliner that's popular, if you're not in the first 45 minutes, you're not getting in.
You're not getting in.
That's it.
Yeah.
You're done.
Yeah.
And
then you're so far away from the band, you're hearing the main stage at the same time.
So you're like, oh, we just might as well go. I've done that with Enter Shikari in 2022. I just walked over and I just went, oh, guess I'm not seeing Enter Shikari then. So you're like, oh, I'm off out of there. So like, you're not going to get anywhere near it.
Yeah, I would take a guess that it was Jenny and Danica's doing to get them booked, and it wouldn't surprise me if they basically have to get the go ahead from Andy and or Cam to move them. They probably don't want. It wouldn't surprise me if they don't want them higher. They probably, you know, I think I've heard them say that they've had some pushback from the other people with some bands, and I think that probably included Busted. So maybe not all of the team were. I don't know. I could be completely wrong with this, but yeah.
I mean, do you know what? I've seen so many people now, and I don't know if it's just because we've spoke about it or other people have noticed, but I've seen so many people moaning now about the amount of alt pop on this fucking lineup. I'm not sure whether that's because people listen to us talk about it, and if it is, that's great. But obviously, people can make their own decisions about stuff. But we are in agreement with that. And like we said before, Busted is by far not the thing people should be moaning about on this lineup. No. There is so much fucking alt pop on this lineup; it's unbelievable. So, yeah. But yeah, I'd be happy with that. I think that would be a good decision for them, really, to bump them up to second stage headliner, and then you could put someone on that they get that's maybe not as big as Busted to headline the other stage, and they could still pat that out pretty well. I think that's a good idea, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or the other probably quite big news that we completely missed was the Secret Band.
Yeah, Secret Band for the first time in a while.
Yeah, Andy Copping has said on, I think was it Planet Rock?
I think it was
Something
Planet
like that.
Rock, yeah.
I haven't actually listened to it, but he has said that there will be a sizably large band or sizable band or big band, basically. A big band ready to do the secret set.
Skindred.
Well, you all know who it is, surely, right?
Skindred.
No, it's not Skindred. We know who it is, though, right? Surely. No. It's clearly going to be Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi? That's such a random left fit. That's too big as well.
Yeah.
No.
The reason to have a secret band is so you don't have to put them on a lineup. You don't sell tickets from their name. So you can have anyone. So they can have someone like Foo Fighters because there's probably the Foo Fighters. I'm not saying it will be them, but they couldn't get Foo Fighters because they're playing another festival. And that's exactly what happened with Metallica. They were playing either Reading and Leeds or Glastonbury. So they could only have them as a secret band because they weren't announced.
Get you.
So it sort of is a loophole around the clause in the contract.
I get you. It would never be Foo Fighters though. Do you know why? Because you know what comes with Foo Fighters. You would never ever do Foo Fighters as a secret band. No way.
No.
I mean, don't get me wrong. If it happened, I would be blown away.
The people listening, he was rubbing his fingers as if to talk about money. I just realised nobody knows what you're talking about.
Andy Copping, and fair to him, he wants Foo Fighters because he wants that dollar.
And in all fairness, you'd use a band like Foo Fighters to sell tickets, wouldn't you? You wouldn't, there'd be two.
But
that would be a sellout year, 100%.
They're playing Reading and Leeds as well, aren't they? This year. Yeah. And I was thinking about it the other day, and I thought it wouldn't surprise me if, because Reading and Leeds are Live Nation as well, they probably make more money than Download. It wouldn't surprise me if there's some kind of contract within Live Nation saying, like, if there's specific bands that Reading and Leeds want, they get them over Download no matter what, because they make more money. Yeah. So that could be why they don't come to Download, because
I saw a lot of people saying Sleep Token as well, which is a possibility, which I think is a good idea. And they're like, oh, well, Andy Copping was at the Sleep Token gig. He was at the Limp Bizkit gig a couple of years ago that I was at, and they didn't play that year. So I don't think that's an indication. No. He just likes going to watch bands. So I don't think that's an indication that he's going to definitely get Sleep Token. But if you moved Busted to the second stage and you had Sleep Token headline the Avalanche, I think that would settle everyone down. Because
would you personally have Busted on the second stage headlining or Sleep Token on the second stage headlining?
Busted on the second stage, Sleep Token headlining the tent. Oh my god, that would be unreal. That would be unfucking real.
I think they've messed. To be fair, my personal opinion, I think they've messed up the actual main headliners this year. I think Limp Bizkit should be headlining.
I think they could easily headline. No,
they could, but you wouldn't have them headline over Avenged.
No.
Yeah. See, that's where it gets difficult. I mean, over Queens of the Stone Age, I think they would. You know, obviously, I know it's a different day, but
I'd put them over Queens of the Stone Age.
This is Bizkit, man.
Yeah, no. Like, yeah, but from another standpoint, you wouldn't. And also because you tailor the days to the headliners.
Yeah, of course.
Limp Bizkit would be quite I mean, look at all the stuff that's on the main stage on the Friday. To have Limp Bizkit headline would be so jarring.
Yeah.
If you're standing there all day, you're like, oh, that was I don't know, some fucking rock / alt rock band for the 5th time. Now it's Limp Bizkit, and you're like, what the fuck? My brain's going to explode. So
yeah, it's true. I mean, yeah, they've tailored it well to the rest of the bands that are on that day. But yeah, I just think Bizkit. Well, they're the band I'm looking forward to the most this download, like by a country mile.
They are going to be good.
They're going to be amazing.
Anyway, we're not supposed to be talking about the bands.
Yeah, we went
come back into
way
the bands
off.
again.
My bad.
Delete. Right, anyway.
Delete.
So we were talking about fucking skating and then we were onto the bands. But anyway, what the hell? No, to be fair, Adam was right because there was 2 big bits of news that we didn't actually talk about.
Yeah.
There you go. There's your little fix. A new one coming to download, the Gooseneck Inn, which is a biker bar. Are they allowing people to drive their motorbikes into the arena?
What?
Like, what is happening?
It's a biker bar, but with no bikes.
Yeah, how can you have a biker bar with no bikes? That doesn't make any sense.
How do you prove that you're a biker?
You got to wear a battle jacket.
Everyone's wearing battle jackets anyway. You don't even need the bikes. Is that what they're saying? If you've got a battle jacket, you can come in. If you don't have a battle jacket, you're not welcome in here.
No idea. I thought it was all leather jackets for bikers, or am I way out?
No, they wear both.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but you might have like a leather jacket and then like a battle jacket over it while you're riding your bike, riding your Harley. Yeah. Like Triple H, when he returned in like 2000 or whatever. But yeah, so it doesn't really give us any information about it. It literally just says the Gooseneck Inn will be a biker bar. There's no pictures or reference to that. So I'm guessing it's just going to be a cool little setup that kind of looks cool. So that's awesome. Rocktail Cocktail is back, which I know is quite a popular little section with everyone, where they play music and everyone dances and they have a DJ and all sorts of stuff. So that's back again.
That's normally in the arena as well, isn't it?
That's in the arena, yeah. Normally to the left-hand side. I think as you walk in, it's on the far left, if they're keeping it in the same place.
Yeah, I think we sat in there for a little while last year, actually. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really cool. I thoroughly enjoyed that. Moving on, more acoustic performances to happen. I know there is some on the lineup. I haven't looked at what they are, but I think that doing these little acoustic sets is a really great addition to the festival, and they should definitely keep doing them. I think it was cool when they weren't announcing who was doing it, and then they were announcing on the day, like it was going to be Holding Absence or Malevolence, and people were getting really hyped for it. I know they've announced quite a few of them. I think Charlie Simpson is doing one actually, isn't he?
Yes, I think he is. On the day that he's in Busted, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's doing it on the day that Busted aren't playing as well.
I'd like to go because I have a feeling he's going to do some Fight Star songs. So
yeah.
I'd be. I fucking love that band. So I'd be well up for that if he done like Death Car or something, an acoustic version. That would be great.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. But I think acoustic sets are really cool, and on that little stage, it gives it a different sort of vibe.
I think. Can I say something on that? Sure. I was thinking about this again the other day as well. So things like is it Bowling for Soup or here's Bowling for Soup that they've announced already, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought if they announce it and organise it beforehand, surely they have to pay them to do it. Whereas when they did it for Simple Plan last year, they basically begged them on the day that they played to go and do it later on that night. And you could probably get away with not paying them to do it that way. They just stick around, go to an acoustic set.
Yeah, don't sign anything. Don't sign anything. Yeah, we'll pay you. Don't worry. We'll pay you. It's cool.
Yeah, like if you're negotiating it before the festival, they can go, all right, let's put it in the contract. give us extra money for it.
All those bands that done those acoustic performances are never coming back to download because they're never getting paid. They're just never going to bother coming back. No, done download, didn't get paid. But yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe they did.
Yeah.
Maybe they did say, all right, give us extra money for it. I don't know. It was a shower thought I had the other day. Carry on, sorry.
No. I like that. I like it. What was I going to do? Oh, this is a crazy one. I don't know if this is the same numbers that we would normally get, but they said that there will be 80 different independent traders at Download, which means shops.
Yeah.
Do we normally have that many? That sounds like a massive amount.
Stalls? Does that include food stalls as well? Or?
It does not say. It just says 80 different independent traders. So
a
feeling that might include
food as well as clothing and all that kind of stuff, and vapes and that nicotine shop and bars. Then it probably is about right, to be honest.
Yeah, 80 just sounds like a huge number.
Yeah, I don't know what we've had previously.
No, it sounds big, but I guess there is a lot of space to cover, and obviously with the new District X and the way it's all laid out, there is a lot of place to put things, plus the arena. So that might probably be about right. It probably just doesn't seem it. If we were to walk and count, you'd probably get to 50 quite easily, and then you'd be like, actually, 80 is not that many. So yeah, 80 different traders. This is a new one that I didn't know was there last year, and I was like, is this new? But it's not. The Lono Bar, serving non-alcoholic drinks, which Vicky was really happy about. So they got a whole bar. If you don't drink alcohol or you can't drink alcohol while you're there, there's a whole bar that sells non-alcoholic beverages, which is pretty cool. So I know, drinking isn't pretty as cool as it used to be. And a lot of young people just don't drink.
Yeah, if you fancy a cocktail or something, and you don't want to get pissed or whatever, it's probably a good place to go. If you're fed up with drinking Pepsi or just a standard water or something, it's probably quite good.
Yeah, you probably go there and get something that I would have thought tastes pretty decent. So yeah, the no bar, which I think is a great idea, and obviously Vicky, she states she's still going, even though she ran out of breath walking to Co-op the other day. So I'm not sure. So
yeah,
she still thinks she's going to be coming to Download. I think she still will.
Simon visited us in Bournemouth a couple of weeks ago, and obviously both of our wives are pregnant, and we went for a walk up on the beach and on the pier, and me and Simon quickly scarpered back to the car because the parking was running out, and them lot followed behind. Took them ages. I mean, they had to walk up this little hill, and when they got there, they were just absolutely knackered. And my wife was like, "Why didn't you drive down to the bottom of the hill to get us?" And the exercise is good for you,
Also, you forgot the keys as well.
Yeah, I did as well. Yeah, she had the keys. So I think we've spoken about this before, Simon, but we're unsure how it's going to go with Vicky this year. We just don't know.
I have a feeling she's just gonna
go home.
Or that. Yeah, I don't know. If the weather's bad, she said she won't come at all. So I don't know. If it's raining, she's just gonna be like, nah, no thank you. So we'll see. But anyway, they're showing the Scotland and England games from the Euros, which is pretty good.
Yeah, boy.
So the England game's on the Sunday, and which is terrible because it's a really good day that day. And the Scotland game's on the Friday, and that's a game I would watch. Like Germany, Scotland opening game is going to be
that's
unreal.
Going to be a good game.
That's going to be
is that unreal. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Opening game of the tournament, Germany, Scotland. I think it's the first time ever as well that Scotland have been involved in an opening ceremony of a tournament. So fair play to the Scottish man. They're going to be having an absolute blast that day.
Yeah. So what do they have? Half Rangers, half Celtic.
It's just green.
Yeah,
couple of Aberdeens thrown in there.
One Hibs fan. There you go.
I meant players. It's like half of each squad.
Yeah. What were you talking about? The fans?
The fans. It's just one Hibs fan.
Oh, God.
No, we're talking about you got Super John McGinn in there, Mr. Aston Villa.
I don't know who he is.
Aston Villa's captain.
Yeah, don't worry about it. No one does.
No.
Yes, they do. Shut up, mate. Champions League. Here we come.
Cool. What else we got?
I've got the doghouse.
Before the football talk continues, quick, hurry up.
I've got the doghouse. The doghouse? Because they haven't mentioned the doghouse at all yet.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
They haven't
there's loads on doghouse, isn't there?
I don't know. Is there?
Loads of the DJs.
On the website, it doesn't mention anything to do with Doghouse.
Is it not?
Where am I here? Wednesday, Doghouse.
Okay.
Face down.
I didn't look at the lineup bit. That's probably
Tuesday,
right.
press play. Thursday, Doghouse.
Okay, that's good.
Alex Baker, famous press words. Hello Scene, Hang the DJs, John Mahon, Number of the Beef, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. What?
Hey?
Oh, what?
Playing the whole soundtrack.
Old Dirty Bastards, Old Time Sailors, Rockstar, Play Dougie. Yeah. Number of the Beef, X Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I need to see what that is. I haven't seen the... Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, read it.
Yeah, go.
I don't know what it is.
Number of the Beef are a 5-piece rock and metal covers band from the deepest, darkest West Berkshire, drawing from the talents of local professional session level, and ex-touring musicians. Their usual setlist include more challenging songs that you don't often hear in your average covers band. Hang on, right? Play alongside Tony Hawk's. They played alongside the 900, who were there last year, I believe. Yeah. So basically, they play songs that were on San Andreas' rock radio station.
Oh, sick.
I have not seen them announced anywhere.
That's awesome.
So far. That is awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff here that I haven't seen so far.
Okay,
Radio X is actually wicked as well. If you play GTA 5 and the San Andreas radio station is actually sick. They've got some good stuff on there.
Yeah.
I remember GTA 3. That's all I remember. I didn't really play any others much after that.
Missed
that
out
was
on
the
some
first
good ones,
proper
man.
3D one, wasn't it? The GTA 3.
Yeah, I played San Andreas,
Didn't
actually.
play Vice City.
Didn't play Vice City. Didn't play 4 or 5 or Liberty City Stories or any of the other rubbish. Not rubbish. They're amazing, but I haven't played them.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 is easily one of the greatest games of all time.
It's one of the... Well, I think it's still like one of the biggest games on the planet, and it's been out for 13 years.
Yeah.
Definitely the most milked game on the planet.
Yeah. Stood the test of time.
That as well. 100%.
To be fair,
that
though,
or Skyrim, you don't know.
I think I've done I've done 3 playthroughs of GTA 5. It's just so much fun.
Well, I mainly play online. I think I looked the other day. My playtime on GTA 5 online is 67 days.
Jesus.
67 days. Real days, not in-game days.
That is insane. To be fair, though, on the old Xbox 360, when we'd all get on and we'd all go into online and we'd all just muck around for hours, that was so... I love those days, man. That was classic times. So Doghouse, there you go. You hear it here first. Doghouse confirmed at download with people playing on it.
Thanks, Simon. Thanks for that, buddy.
Something that... Oh no, I'll say this first, then I'll go to the other one, because this one is something they haven't confirmed, I don't think, but we know. The Tap House and Beer Hall, I think that's the thing that we sat under last year, are also making a return. So those little structures that actually have shade or cover.
The Tap House was really good, yeah.
Yeah, or have Tap House was good, or they have shade or cover from the sun or the rain. They're back as well in the arena, so that'll be good somewhere to hide if it's too hot. Because we did sit in there for a little bit last year and had a couple of beers, and it was banging. It was really nice just to sit in there, get out of the sun for a bit. The last one I've got on my list for just things happening, I've got some other stuff to talk about. I think they spoke about this when we went to the media day, but I haven't seen anything mentioned. They did say they were having a farmer's market.
They did. They've not mentioned it.
And they haven't mentioned it at all. Do you think they've called that off?
I don't know. I don't know. So I talked about it a little bit on Reddit with a few people, or I mentioned it. Someone was basically trying to steal the things you talked about in your video and post it on Reddit as their own. So I was like, don't forget the farmer's market. And I got downvoted to shit on that. And so I've been waiting for them to actually release the information so I can sort of go back and go, told you about the farmer's market, pricks. But they haven't fucking done it. So
no, they haven't done it. They haven't released it. They did say, they said, oh, we're having a farmer's market. Unless they mean that the outpost stage is the farmer's market, and they mean it like an old school farmer's market where you're sort of demoing things to people, kind of like you would in a farmer's market.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Or they replaced the farmer's market with the biker's bar.
They were like, this is not appropriate. This is not download appropriate.
They're like, maybe the farmer's market was a bit too far. That guy got fired. He came up with that idea. He's done. He's finished.
Because it was all going to be local farmers, they said as well. Local farmers can go and sell their own stuff. I thought they pissed everybody from the local area last year. They wanted to make amends, so they invited them to sell.
People are really
stuff.
into that kind of stuff at the moment as well, aren't they? Because of I think Clarkson's Farm season 3 has just been aired, right?
Yeah.
But, like a lot of people are like really interested in like that kind of stuff at the moment. So it probably would have been a good idea, to be honest.
Yeah, or it might just be something last minute, or they might not announce it. Excuse me. It might just be there when we turn up.
Yeah,
so
I think it'll be part of the vendors. Where is it? Independent traders.
That's right.
I
Yeah,
think
could
it'll just be part of that.
Yeah, they're not going to like announce it separately.
Yeah.
Well, that's everything from the list that I've got that's happening outside. Is there anything that I've missed or anything else that we need to talk about?
Cooking loads, but if we talked about everything, we'll be here for another 3 hours.
Well, that was all the things that stood out to me. I mean, we're not going to go through everyone that's playing on all the stages and all that sort of stuff because we've already done all that with the bands. But I mean, like, that has covered a multitude of things that have either been announced or are happening or are coming back or are new. But even if you took that as a snapshot, I mean, just think about, like we said before, those days where there was just nothing, dude. Look at all that we talked about.
Yeah. I think they had what's his name? Who talks about the Tories being cunts? Boris Johnson's a fucking cunt.
Oh,
cunt in the gang. They had him there like 3 or 4 years in a row, but that was about it. You know, they had maybe a couple of bands on in the Doghouse, maybe the Wednesday, like funny bands, not like proper serious bands, and then DJs the rest of the night. And it was weird, like, so they wouldn't have stuff on during the day. Yeah, there's maybe a couple of comedians, but there wasn't much. It's just gone on steroids, basically. What Jenny and Danik have done is absolutely amazing. What we spoke about last episode, I said I would take this over having nothing and everyone making their own entertainment. Like I said, there's just so much to do.
Oh, like, so it's great.
But yeah.
What
I would
sorry, go on.
What I would suggest at this point, because like I said, there's so much on here, and there's stuff that we've not even seen, whether that's new or whether there was just so much announced at the time that we just completely missed it. So I would suggest go onto the website, go onto Download Festival's website, and go to Artist A to Z, and you can filter it by stages and by days. Just I don't know, highlight all 3 of the stages that are in District X on all of the days and just have a look through. There might be stuff that takes your fancy.
Definitely. Adam, brother of mine.
Yes.
This is a question I think what me and Adam talked about in the last one. Would you rather take, right? So Download back in the day, there was nothing to do in the evenings, right? Which is why the campsites were so mental in the evenings.
Yeah, they were nuts. It was absolutely crazy.
Would you rather have a really crazy campsite and all that crazy shit going on, or have more stuff to do at Download like this and the campsites be quite relaxed like what they are now?
You know what? I mean, maybe 10 years ago I would have said make the campsites mental because I can't afford to do anything else like go on rides and stuff like that. Now that I'm a couple of years away from 40, I actually do like sleep. So, I do have more money. So I'd probably say I would take the all the excitement and the entertainment that they have to offer, to be honest, and leave the campsites for sleeping and just drinking quietly with your pals in a circle.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I think that there is more, and we can still stay out till God knows what time in the morning because we could be in the doghouse, we could do whatever, but when you go back, it doesn't have this. I don't think people that went to the old Download realised quite how insane these campsites were. But it's because there was nothing to do.
Yeah, there wasn't. There was. I mean, they had a couple of rides.
Yeah,
and I remember one year actually. Well, during the day, we had that 5-a-side football.
Yeah, we talked about that before.
Remember that?
They were going to bring it back. They were talking about bringing it back. Adam was saying last time.
Well, if you say on one of your YouTube videos, if you mention that and say this is never going to be a Download ever again, maybe they'll do it next year.
Yeah, but they had tournaments as well. 5-a-side tournament.
Yeah.
A friend of mine played for the Boardies.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, I would love to say I'll get a Dear Download team together. I would love to. I would love it.
I want to do, yes, I was going to say that as well. I want to do Download team. We'll take on the Facebook groups. We'll have a Reddit group, Reddit team, Facebook team, Boardy team, Chisvids. Go make your own team.
Oh my God, a Chisvids team.
We'll take you on. I ain't going to play. I ain't fit.
Or he could be the manager and his thing could be called Kids.
Kids.
Oh my God,
That sounds a bit weird, but...
No, but they'd all be adults, so it's just funny.
They have their own team.
Yeah.
TPD
have their own team. Oh
yeah.
man.
Yeah. Someone tell them. Someone go and tag them and say.
Tag them.
Football.
Get your footy on. I know a couple of
those boys like that would be a lot of fun.
So yeah. Oh, that'd be great.
It's a shame they missed the trick this year because obviously it's Euros, isn't it? Maybe in a couple of years when the World Cup's on, maybe they could bring it back, get everyone in the vibe.
Oh, I'd love it, mate. I would love to play a bit of footy at Download. That'd be great.
Well, I reckon. I can say it depends on the campsites and where they are, but you could have easily fit a full football pitch at the back of Blue the last couple of years.
They'll be, yeah. That's true. Yeah. Mate, if you done a full-size pit, there'd be so many injuries, man. Old men like us. Oh, yeah, we'll play some footy at Download. Yeah, no problem. Everyone fucking broken leg, broken ankles, the lot.
That's probably why Blue Camp's so small this year. They know it isn't
We
going to
can't from the west anymore.
Eh?
No, general campers aren't allowed to go in from the west side.
Wow.
So we have to get the north.
No one said that officially.
They have. It will be announced, but yeah, that was in a pack that they sent out to local residents. Basically, all general campers will be parking in the north car park, so they know people aren't going to make the whole trek across the whole site to Blue Camp. That's probably why it's so small. We can go to the west car park because we are artists/media.
And I'll be in the same car as Simon, so I'm all good.
Good stuff.
You might have to walk all the way around the outside of the festival to get to the other side. I don't know. We'll have to confirm that. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll find out about all that.
Yeah.
But anyway, there was some information on there that stood out to me. Just stuff that we all know, but stuff that some people were just like still stupid enough to do. The biggest one on there was drones. Once again, are strictly prohibited. Yeah. I mean, the proximity to the airport just says, don't bring a drone. It's just going to end badly, innit? Just don't be an absolute moron and bring a drone. I know it's probably not going to be the type of drone that you could probably get to the airport from the campsite, but still, it's before where the campsites were, some of the campsites would come right up to where the road was, and you just have the road and then the airport. I know now it's pushed all the way over to the other side, but that's how close you used to be able to camp to the airport. So if you had a drone then, you could literally just get it over the fence into the airport and cause some serious, if you cancel a flight, it costs millions of pounds. It's not like it's just it's just, they have to get another flight. It costs a shitload of money. So, go on.
I'm not sure what is it to do with like the radio signal being causing interference?
I don't know. I thought it was just because you can't fly at certain things over certain airspaces.
Yeah. When we spoke to Anti-Saint, they said that they weren't allowed wireless, or weren't allowed to bring their own wireless kit because of certain frequencies.
Could you imagine some guys on the plane? He's like, "Yeah, Roger, 120, we're coming." Dun, 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 He's like, "What the fuck?" Fucking got corn coming into his fucking heads, guitars, and his fucking right monitor.
But again, we could probably find a lot more information about that actually, because one of our listeners, he's in our Discord all the time. He's actually doing the sound at the festival this year. Ben Sacconi, and also a Patreon. So it'd be interesting to have a chat with him. Ben, write to us. Let us know what have you learned about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, let us know, bruh.
Yeah, he said it a while ago. I've wanted to ask him what stage he's going to be doing for ages, knowing that we were going to be on stage. Wondering if he was going to be doing RIP.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
I don't know.
Turn it up to 8. No, Moss, you'll blow my cock off.
You'll blow me cock off.
Ben, turn it up to 8. Right. And I was going to say, another thing that stood out to me is I bet people lose a lot of stuff at Download, and people probably don't realise that there is a lost property desk at Download. So
that's true, yeah.
if you lose something and you can't find it, I would say that most people at Download would probably hand stuff in. Most likely.
Greenbacks are taking that shit home, mate. They ain't fucking handing anything in, mate. You've seen them fucking running around collecting those plastic cups, mate. You really think they're going to hand in an iPhone if they find it?
That's a good point, actually.
Well, most people don't know what to do with a stolen or lost phone.
Yeah.
The phones that do get stolen end up in like China or something within a couple of weeks.
I handed a phone in at 2000 Trees last year.
Yeah,
we were dancing. We had the wireless headphones.
Yeah,
on.
computer exchange doesn't count.
I was gonna say. I handed it in at my local CX. 60 quid sorted. No, but I did. I walked over to the security guard and I was like, "Is there a lost property?" And he went, "No, give it to me." And then he put it in his pocket and he's taking it to CX instead. But seriously though, if you do find stuff, guys, do hand it in. There is a lost property desk. I don't know where it's located, but it is in the main arena somewhere. And I think you can hand stuff into the security tents as well.
Yeah,
I assume it might be on the map maybe when you get it.
It probably will be on the map. Yeah.
Yeah.
But can I stick on that for a minute?
Go on.
You be vigilant with your phones as well, because I've seen so many people
I've
talking.
got that bit down coming.
Okay. Carry on as you were.
Yeah. No, but we'll do it now.
Okay.
I was just going to say there were cases of pickpocketing last year. So like Adam said, just be careful with your stuff. Secure your stuff. Don't leave things hanging out your bags. Don't leave things hanging out your tent.
Yeah. Bum bags are a really good idea. Anything that's on the front of you that you can visually see. Don't keep your wallet in your back pocket. Don't keep your phone in your back pocket. You know, especially if you're wearing, a lot of metalers and rockers wear like, heavy jeans, shorts or jeans and stuff like that. And you don't really feel the weight difference if someone slips your phone out your back pocket and stuff like that. So just go for a nice little bum bag or some sort of strap device that can be like on the front. Just keep it all nice.
Especially if you're going to get mashed. Most people that lose stuff are drunk people. If you're going to get absolutely slaughtered, if you've got a bum bag on, that's secure. That bum bag ain't going nowhere. Even if you fall over, that bum bag ain't going anywhere.
Yeah. But I've heard of it at two separate gigs recently. One was definitely Slam Dunk. I can't remember what the other gig was. It was an indoor gig.
That's because it's London, mate. That's
why. But yes, a lot of people were saying their phones went missing. Somebody went to the bar. That's where lost property was, and he said there was literally about 30 people there looking for their phones as well. And there was this one particular guy that a lot of people thought they caught trying to take their phones. He was confronted loads of times, but he never had anything on him. So it probably was him, but he was like...
he was passing it off.
Yeah, as soon as he got it, he passed it to someone else. So if he gets caught, he doesn't get caught. They are so clever with these things. They know what they're doing. It's their job. It's their profession. They're professional people. So don't take anything for granted. If you see anybody who looks suspicious, report them. Don't approach them yourselves. But yeah, like you said, get a bum bag. You can get like the bungee cords for your phones as well.
Yeah.
Be
cool like Simon. Keep your wallet on a chain.
Keep it, man. No one's running off for that unless they're running off for your trousers as well. So shit, trousers are gone.
Shit, you're just getting dragged through the crowd.
Or someone pulls it so hard the trousers just come off. Just gone.
Yeah, it's like a Velcro pair of strippers' trousers. Just ping off.
Right, where were we? You're gonna everyone get your paper out, because you can measure your bag for the arena against an A4 size of sheet of paper. If your bag is bigger than an A4 size of paper, it cannot come into the arena. So that is a good little way to measure to make sure that your bag is the right size. So get an A4 bit of paper, put your bag on it. If it's bigger than that, you ain't getting in with it. Simple as that.
Right, so, sorry, Michael Caine.
You ain't. You're only supposed to blow the bloody A4s up. Yeah, and then obviously there's a long list of things that you can't bring, which I'm sure people will reiterate to you. There's loads of them. I won't run through them, but of course, no glass. If you're a first timer, or you are allowed no glass at the festival. In fact, you're not allowed glass so much that Vicky has had her mirror confiscated off of her before, because a mirror is glass.
Glass.
So please make sure you bury your mirrors deep into your bags where the guys, you're not going to use this for any other reason, hopefully not, but you don't want your mirror taken off you. That would be really annoying. So make sure you put your mirror right down your bag, not at the top where they might open it and see your mirror, because they will take it off you. But don't bring any glass or any glass bottles. I'm sure you guys are already aware of that. The other big thing is no gas cooking stoves. Do not try and sneak gas in. Even big aerosol cans, they will take off you. So you can't bring in giant hairsprays or anything like that. If it's over a certain size, they will literally take it off you. So if you're going to bring it, bury it deep in your bag, or just don't bring it at all, basically, because it could just go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But remember the first time I had deodorant taken off of me? Like, I was never caught. I didn't even know we couldn't take them in for the first few years. Never looked on the website. It wasn't as organised as it is now. No. And he took it off me. I was like, "What are you doing? This is with deodorant. We're gonna smell now." And I'm sure one of the shops sold it as well.
I'm gonna smell now. How dare you?
I had no idea we weren't allowed to take them, so I probably didn't even try to hide it. It's off my bag.
I say to people, you can get the little travel ones. There's the travel ones that you
can
get.
You can. Links do them. Yeah.
I got the Nivea one
for
this
year. I think Dove and Nivea do them as well, I believe.
They're decent.
I'll actually say this because I was in Boots and I do a lot of overnighters for work and stuff. So I've got my little wash kit, and if you go into Boots, they actually sell like Dove and Nivea wash kits, which are really good. It's got like a bit of shampoo in there. It's got a bar of soap. It's got a little deodorant, a little roll-on. I think it's got like a little thing of toothpaste and all that. And so if you're struggling to find all these little miniature items, maybe just pop into somewhere like Boots and just check those little wash kits out they have. They're actually really good.
Cool. That's a good tip. Yeah. I might even have a look at one of those, actually. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very good. And the other one, which is something I never really think about because we're old people, but they have a Challenge 21 policy at Download. So if you do look young or you are under 21, make sure you got your ID, because you will get ID'd at the bar. And if you haven't got it, you won't be able to get any booze. So if you look really young or you are under 21, just make sure you have your ID. I know most people do these days, but make sure you got your ID. There's nothing worse than going all the way to a festival and not being able to buy beer. So,
oh, mate, can you imagine? That'd be horrific.
And you know what people are like now?
This is Download. I'm sure you could just stand outside and go, "Listen, mate, I'll sort you out if you go and get my booze for me."
True, but you don't want to be doing that.
And say, "Oh, I run out of beer." Someone will give you a beer if you walk around the campsite.
True.
Oh yeah, true.
That's true.
Anyone got a spare beer? And one will just get thrown at you randomly.
I was just going to do a little bit about travel quickly. Big Green Coach are doing that big. I looked at they collect people from so many places. I was literally like, oh my God, like they definitely did not do this level of coach service when we were going back, because we went on the coach in 2006,
Yeah, that was National Express though, right?
Yeah, that was National Express. But they didn't have Big Green Coach going to Download at that point, especially not to the level they are now. And I was just blown away by the amount of Big Green Coaches. That was just awesome. I was just going to quickly say, if you're going by train, the closest railway station is the East Midlands Parkway and Derby. And apparently they both have regular festival transfer buses coming from there to the festival. Because we went by, what year did we go by? No, you went by car. We went by train, 2008.
Yeah, I didn't. I drove, yeah.
So it's awesome. I've been to Download by bus, coach, and car, which is, I've experienced it all in different ways.
Now you just got to fly into West Midlands Airport next time.
Now you're talking.
Get a dear Download chopper.
Come on, get to the chopper. Let's go. Come on.
The tips that I had a little tips bit, and that my tip was about the pickpocketing bit for normal campers. And do you want to hear my tip for RIP campers? Go fuck you. My tip for RIP campers is go fuck yourself, you posh twats. So no tip for the RIP campers because you're too posh. That's pretty much everything that I've got on my list, unless there's anything else that you guys want to add on to that about. I mean, like Adam was just saying, there's so much happening at Download now. It's fantastic.
Yeah. I want to add on a little bit onto the travel. So I had a really good look at the map. I'm assuming it's the final map that they'll be putting out. Like I said about with the car parks you can go to. So it's all segregated. So only so what we got? We got the West car park, which is mini moshers and weekend guests. North is going to be general camping. South, I believe, is day tickets. So it's all segregated. It's exactly what they said it was going to be last year. And on this thing, it basically shows you if you're going to be coming in from the south, like we will be. It's like, okay, you want to follow this coloured arrow until you get to a certain point, and then follow this coloured arrow to get to the correct car park.
Yeah.
And it's exactly the same for other places. If you're coming in from the north, west, or something, it'll be a specific arrow going. I assume it's all going to be one-way systems. They're going to be changing it to, and you have to follow a very specific route round to get to your car park, which is it's a bit weird. It's different, but something they have to do. But yeah, spend a few minutes looking at it because I think a few people have been confused by it. But yeah, it does make sense, and it's quite cool. Hopefully, we shouldn't have what we had last year.
Adam, did you have anything else, Coxie?
I did like 10 minutes ago, and I was bloody gone. That's it. That's it from me, I think. There's loads of cool stuff. We haven't talked about the silent disco, but yeah, a lot of people like the idea of the silent disco. But like I said earlier, there's so much stuff going on. We would spend several episodes going through it all. So yeah, just go on the website, have a look. They've got a little write-up for everything, so you can be able to read what it is if you are interested but don't know. And that's it from me.
Adam, brother of mine.
You could always do a like a what did you enjoy most kind of tip it after downloads finished. To see if it was if people did really notice a difference on how much more stuff there was this year, or whether people didn't even really care that much and they just stayed in the arena all day, or whether they stayed in the campsites or whatnot, and see what the verdict is on it.
Yeah, we should do that afterwards, definitely. See what people actually thought of this. Like, what's the point in having all this entertainment if it isn't any good?
If people don't care about it.
Or people don't care. Exactly. But I feel like hopefully people will make a lot of this, and it'll attract more people to actually do the stuff.
I think the skating bowl is going to be very popular. I think a lot of people who haven't seen it before are going to be really excited to see it, and a lot of people like ourselves who've seen it and then obviously seen it leave and come back. I think it's going to be really exciting for the old school people as well. So I think that's going to really hit big. I think for a lot of people.
I think like I was talking to my sister. So my sister hasn't been to this festival since 2009, and she's coming this year. I said to her, "You are basically going to a new festival."
Yeah,
completely. Like
100%.
She's apart from the arena, she's not going to recognise anything else from this festival.
Everything is completely different.
Yeah,
literally everything.
Yeah,
you probably should tell her that it's cashless. She may not know.
She's just going to have tons of cash.
I'll text her later and say, don't make sure if you've got a load of cash hanging around, put it in your bank.
We're not actually going back in time. You need to bring your cards. But yeah, I think we've pretty much covered everything. There were a few things that we didn't cover. Just little bits like what was going on at the den, what's going on at the doghouse. So there are other bits, like Adam said. Go on to the website, have a look. There's tons of information and stuff on. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think this is going to be. I think we're going to do a lot of fun stuff this time. I'm really looking to.
Yeah, I think so.
Do a lot of
nice Thursday back.
Yeah, we got the Thursday. Oh yeah, we got a Thursday back. There's no like, oh god, we have to go and see bands and go into the arena. It'd be nice to just. Well, you haven't got your Thursday.
We haven't got our Thursday back. No, we don't.
You guys are going to be on stage, so
we don't have a Thursday back. But we do. But we do at the same time.
Yeah, once we're off stage, we'll be able to relax and go, "Fuck, that was amazing," and then just neck with the beers.
Yeah,
and then turn up to the meetup pissed.
So the meetup absolutely fucked. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Good times.
Sounds good to me.
Awesome.
I might turn up this year to the meetup. We'll see.
Cool.
No, you will.
I'll see what my schedule's looking like.
You are coming this year.
All right, okay.
You have to. You've been on the show twice. You can't not come to the meetup.
Yeah,
sorry.
Oh no, okay, all right. I get it.
Yeah, you're part of the team now.
Yeah.
Just another little tip, actually. I know I briefly mentioned it earlier, but if you are running a little bit low on cash this year, now would probably be a good time if you're not already banking with Barclays to sign up for, even if it's a normal standard current account. Or something like that, because in the arena you do get 10% off most drinks, I believe, with a Barclays card, and if you're running low, then every little helps. So
it's a good
probably
point.
A good one.
Very good point.
So it's time to time to wrap it up there. First, we need to say a huge, massive thank you to our legendary Patreons. Again, I asked them to change their names today, so let's go and see if any of them did it.
Oh God, what are they going to be?
We don't have any new members as such, but we have had a few people up their Patreon tier to a higher tier, which is really cool. I've actually managed to send out things to everybody now. Everybody that's ordered anything, every Patreon, except Dean, because he said just give his stuff to him at download, which is cool by me. So everybody who wanted a T-shirt, except Simon, has one.
I heard about this. This is great.
Leader did message me the other day, and he's like, "Dude, what's your address, man? I can't remember. I'm going to send this stuff to you." I was like, "Cheers, dude."
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah. Well, in the voice message, he said to me, he's like, "Oh, I might actually end up seeing him." So I just assumed he'd be coming to your 40th or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I do.
Sorry, you meant 25th, right?
Yeah, 25th.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
25th.
25th.
Again, I don't. This math doesn't add up because I'm nearly 38 and you're my older brother, so I think the cat's out of the bag, Simon, mate.
I'm true.
Right, hang on. Right, nobody has taken us up on the 2,500 one yet.
Oh, tell Adam what the 200 to 1,500 one is.
If someone pays us £2,500, then Simon will go and chill with them for the weekend.
That's fucking great. That is great.
Yeah.
What if they live in fucking
and he won't get miseried at all.
No, what? I won't get miseried.
Oh, what you?
The film Misery.
Oh, okay.
Like, Simon's biggest fan is currently saving up $2,500 to pay into that Patreon to misery him.
Oh, that bit in that film still gets me, man. Every time I'm like, that is unreal. I can't. And when he's crawling, oh.
So let's see if our Patreons, let's see if they have changed their names. So we have to say a huge, huge thank you to Jack Mehoff, Chris the Hammer, Liam, Lee Superhuman Newman, Tom West, Aaron Bell. Ye podcast is Geet Canny as Oot.
That's a Scottish one if I've ever heard it.
Well, this is from Vicky, who sent a submission for the Wednesday morning episode in. It was a voice message. And I put in the Discord, thank you. I'm currently downloading the language learning
translator.
Yeah.
Google Translate, mate.
Hopefully I can understand it by the time we get to download, because she's from Newcastle, and I've always considered Newcastle its own little country between England and Scotland with its own language, because I can never understand Geordie. So I was kind of playing off on my own joke, but she's probably used to it. Yes. So it might be Geordie, it might be Scottish. Ye podcast is Geet Canny as Oot. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's Geordie. Okay.
I don't know how to talk Geordie.
That's fantastic.
But the funny thing is, I took a screenshot of the app, and I actually spent ages writing Geordie in the description as well, like in a image editing app. I thought if anybody's going to catch this, it'll be Alexander, but he didn't. So it was like 20 minutes of work wasted. But yeah, go back and check that out. I actually wrote Geordie in it. It was funny.
Nice.
Right. What did I get to? Ye podcast is Geet Canny as Oot. Chisnips, Ethan Brown, Matthew, Luca Dem Titties. Luca Dem Titties.
Look at them titties.
Some weird stuff above some of the letters.
I'm such a child.
Scott Seeger. He left the fucking band. I'm old and can't work technology. Kurt Angle, Metallica's new drummer. Ben Gurmlass. Oh, no. Hang on. Was that an I or was that an L? It could have been an I. Finn Gurmiass.
Finger me ass.
Finger Sean Schofield, Dean Delicado, Ian, I didn't touch them, Watkins. I, for one, welcome our new canned water overlords. And whale oil beef hooked. There you go, I can speak Irish. Wait,
that Watkins one was too far.
Jacob, that's Jacob's. You can tell him at download.
Nutter. Did I tell you? So just off that joke, actually, did I tell you? I can't remember if I mentioned it when I was on the podcast last about Fred Durst, that I went to see Limp Bizkit at Gunnersbury Park last year, and in the middle of songs, Fred Durst actually stopped and went, "Can we all get a massive round of applause because Ian Watkins got stabbed in prison today?" And the crowd went fucking mental. It was fucking hilarious.
That's fucked up, man. I
I don't
That's
think you said that. That is good.
Yeah, that's great. That is fucking hilarious.
Why are you yawning on my time?
Shut up. Right, that was all of our patrons. Thank you, all you absolute massive legends. If anybody else wants to join and become a Patreon, you get loads of stuff, and all the money we make goes back into the podcast. It's really, really appreciated. Thank you very much.
So they can afford to have people like me on, to be fair.
Yeah, we've had to pay him quite a bit of money for this.
Yeah.
It goes back into the podcast.
So all you Patreons, I really, really do appreciate it. I've got a baby on the way, so it's really that Porsche outside has really fucking made it easier for me to get about.
So if anybody does want to become a Patreon, you can find the link to our Patreon in our Linktree in the episode description. Links to everything else you can find there as well. Like I said, our email address, all the social medias, links to join our Discord. And remember, you only got a couple of days left. Well, say 1 day. Whenever you listen to this, you've got 1 day left to send a submission in for the Wednesday morning episode, if you so wish to do so.
Yeah.
And like I said, do that through either Discord or send an email as well. Anybody else, if you don't want to join the Patreon, the best thing you can do for us is to leave us a review wherever we are. You can, on Spotify, you can give us a star rating. So if you scroll up and do that, that would be awesome. But yeah, I think that's it for this episode. Thank you very much, Adam, for joining us.
That's no problem at all. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I'll be back this time next year.
Yeah.
Just inviting himself on.
Well, 1 episode a year. That's fair, isn't it?
Yeah. I suppose that's okay.
That's all we can afford. That's all we can afford.
It's how much money we're paying.
Yeah. Hopefully you get some more patrons next year. How many tiers are there that you have for your patrons, just out of interest?
So there is a free tier, a £3 tier, a £5 tier, an £8 tier, a £10 tier, and a £2,500 tier.
For the people, can you just explain what the £2,500 tier is?
So the £2,500 tier is you get Simon to come and chill with you for the weekend.
I so badly want someone to do
it. So do I.
Hey guys, please, I'm begging you. Just someone, please, just anyone.
No one pay us £2,500. That's
the further away you live, the better. Just so Simon has to go out of his way to do this. Just, I'm begging you, please, someone, just please pay that £2,500. Terms
and conditions apply, obviously.
He's only saying this because that's the exact amount of money it costs to get him on the show.
Yeah, you need to make that money back.
Simon, why don't you tell everyone about your YouTube?
I have a YouTube.
Are you doing anything interesting on your YouTube at the moment?
Yeah, just doing all the normal stuff, really. I don't know what video's coming out this week because I've been sick the whole week. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But something will be coming out. And yeah, I'm buzzing for Download, mate. I'm buzzing to get this vlog. I have a feeling with all the stuff going on at Download and the people we're going with, we got a little bit of a smaller group this year than normal. I feel like this vlog is going to be the one.
It's going to be a bit more intimate.
It's going to be a bit more intimate
because there isn't. I mean, from our London crew, I'm sure everyone knows me and Simon originally from London, so we have a lot of friends from there. Dean is the only person who's coming from London from that side of our group this year, and then it's just going to be, obviously us and Adam and his crew and that's
Chids,
pretty much going to be it. Stu, I mean, we've got Amanda, we've got our sister and our nephew coming this year as well, which is really exciting for him. It's his first ever download. Yeah, I think it'll be good, man. I think it'll be a lot more. You can focus on
more intimate,
rather
definitely.
than having it a bit more erratic.
Yeah. So you might get to know the characters a little bit more in this vlog than normal, than going with a big bunch of people. But yeah, I'm still looking forward to it.
I'm the only one. I'm the only one that really matters anyway. Star of the vlog.
Star of the vlog.
I'll get me Roblox knocked out.
You'll be main supporting cast for 3 years in a row on the vlog, man.
That's right. That's how I do, bro.
It's pretty good.
That's what I do. Maybe you can. Maybe we need to talk about money actually for YouTube appearances.
Oh Jesus Christ! It's all about money with this guy. He just wants money and
I'm
money.
having a baby, man. Give me some fucking money.
Well, yeah, while we're on YouTube, I was talking to George Butler earlier, who is one of our Patreons, and he asked me if I could just give him a little plug for his YouTube because he's done a couple of vlogs recently. I think he's going to do his first ever vlog of RIP at Download this year, but he's done, I want to say, who was it? I think it was Ice 9 Kills. Are they playing over here? I can't fucking remember now. I'm such an asshole. But he's done a couple other vlogs recently. And so go check him out. I'll put his YouTube down in the episode description as well. So yeah, go and check it out. And if you want to see more about RIP as well, I'm sure Simon and Stu will both be putting a little bit in their vlogs about it because we have access to it now. But yeah, George will be in there too, doing a lot more, I'd imagine, from RIP. So yeah, go and check him out. You find his YouTube in the description, the episode description. And that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for coming on, Adam. Thank you for coming back, Simon.
Thank you.
No problem.
I'm here all the time. But yeah, and I'm not getting paid a goddamn dime. But this guy is.
All good, buddy. I'll buy you a drink at Download.
Thanks, mate.
Don't even get one of our shirts. Oh, that's twice now in this episode. Yes.
Get my own merch.
Ooh.
Vicky's got hers, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Am I getting some?
Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah. Thank you for coming on. Do you, Adam? Do you have any plugs or things you want to?
Apart from the one that's currently inside me, no. I mean,
I have listened
to
I have listened to hundreds of podcast episodes, and whenever there's a guest, they always ask about plugs, and I've never heard anybody say that ever.
But that's a story for a different time. Maybe I'll continue that story on Simon's YouTube channel. No, I mean I don't do a lot of social media, to be perfectly honest. No, I had a YouTube that I used to upload gaming videos to, but I don't really do that anymore. So no, I am nobody. I am nothing. I am dust in the wind.
Any?
In fact, this has been a great test because you've actually been speaking to the AI version of me this whole time. I'm actually in bed right now. The real Adam Bowden is in bed. He was asleep 3 hours ago, and I've been here the whole time.
Nice. Do you want to give a shout out then? Maybe a shout out to.
I'll give a shout out to my lovely and beautiful pregnant wife, Danny Bowden, who is currently housing my child. Yes, and she's doing an amazing job, and hope she'll be delivering the baby in the next 6 weeks. So yeah, there you go. Cool. Well done, Danny. Good job, little buddy.
Good job, little buddy.
But okay, well that's it for this episode. Thank you for listening. It's a goodbye from the other Adam.
Goodbye.
It's a goodbye from Simon.
Goodbye.
And a goodbye from me. Goodbye.